Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Fox98 here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of my F1 2021 Road to Mercedes. We are here for the next race. We're here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, though, obviously feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. And we're pretty much just going to go straight into things. So, here is the R&D progress, so you can see it on your screen. So, Mercedes and Red Bull are not upgrading, which is a bit of a worry because they're going to shoot up soon. Aston Martin doing a bit of upgrades. Ferrari are now ahead of McLaren, Alpine and AlphaTauri also upgrading, same with Alfa Romeo. Now, we are trying to outdevelop Haas at the moment, but they're bringing bigger upgrades than I am. But we do have big upgrades on the way. Problem is they're not here yet. So we're in a bit of a pickle, but we're just going to have to do what we can. But basically, what we're going to do now is, on your screens right now, is going to be the current objective state for our road to Mercedes in order for us to sign for Aston Martin. Now, the short-term objectives, I have now found out that you can do mid-season transfers, which is, I believe, coming up to the Italian Grand Prix. So, achieve 2 Q3 appearances. So far, we've not made it into Q3. Lead the qualifying battle against George Russell. We're currently 3-0 up on George. Score 25 points. We've actually completed that objective. We've scored 28 points. Get out of Q1 5 times. We haven't got out of Q1 yet. Now, if we don't do that by the Italian Grand Prix, we can't sign for Aston Martin. We've got to go for a full season with Williams. Long term now, beat Russell in the qualifying head-to-head. We've done it 3 times. Get out of Q3 3 times. That's going to be the hardest objective by far. We are 0 out of 3. Get out of Q1 7 times. We haven't done that yet. Finish 8th in the Constructors and achieve a top 7 finish, in which we have achieved a top 7 finish. So, a few difficult objectives here and there to do, but we're just going to crack straight on with things here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So I'm going to get into the quick practice, do all of that, and then I'll see you guys for qualifying, in which you'll be able to see all of that. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. In fact, I'll just go through FP1 with everybody. So there we go, there's that one. Out of the way, we'll move on to the track acclimatization. We'll do that now, because obviously it's crucial that we do a bit of that. And then we'll go over to tyre management. Can we do anything over here? We could take a risk. That's only 25% though. I'd rather not try it. There's not enough time. Oh, that's not enough time either. Ah, screw it. We'll try this 2 times. We'll probably have enough. Oh, let's go. We actually managed to do it in the time we had. Let's go. And it was a 25% success rate. Yo, my boys are cooking now. We'll end the session there. Move on. I think this has been a sensible first lap. This one, as we cross the line now. No, it's not actually. It's not a sensible lap. I thought it was, pretty decent, but it's clearly not because we're slower than Russell at the moment. We don't need that. Right, we've got time to find then. There's a few places to find it as well, so not the end of the world. There we go then to the line. Where's this lap going to put me? Felt quite nice actually. I lost a lot of time though in some areas of the lap. It's not going to get me out of Q1, I don't think. I don't think we're even ready for Q2s yet. I think it's P18 though, by the looks of it. I gotta remember not to skip this time. So we press it once. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately it's not enough. Nah, I couldn't find that time. I lost a lot of time in the middle sector. I was about 6 tenths up. I'll show you guys the full lap actually, because it felt quite nice. But yeah, I lost too much time in the middle sector. Still not enough for Q2s yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Getting that Q3 though, even for the long-term objective, is looking a bit absurd. Even doing it 3 times. I'm going to take a bit of a bold decision here. This is weird for everybody I know. But I'm just going to take a new penalty. A new engine. Because why not? If I'm going to knock out of Q2 all the time, I might as well just keep giving myself fresh engines to be fast in the race. Because as per my rules, in terms of leading Russell in the qualifying head-to-head, I out-qualified George Russell. Doesn't mean that I have to... If I take an engine penalty, I still out-qualified him. It just means that my grid penalty takes me back. So that's how I work it. So I'm just going to take a new engine and go again, because I'm not going to make it to the end on what I've got.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history. With
you watched 2021 yet, mate?
Safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Baku City Circuit then, an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Leclerc, Vettel, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, and Ocon, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin, Russell and Thomas. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Hopefully me, but you know, we'll wait and see on that front. But here we go then, we're here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We are going to be starting last, but we've got a new engine, so that's fine. I'm going to leave the field as it is because, well, let's just say Cody doesn't know how to program a game. Both Hasses starting on the mediums. Interesting, I need to pass them straight away then. It's not a good start at all. It doesn't matter, I can still go down the inside of everyone. Got to try and Raikkonen making it difficult for me. We'll push him out. Perfect. Up into, where are we, 14th? Nice. Good start then. Tsunoda's on the mediums too, so I'm going to lunge this one. And also on Alonso if we can. I'm an overtaking first lap genius. There's no other word for it. Just use these soft tyres to good effect. That's Stroll done. Lovely. There's a lot that have gone for mediums, actually. Doesn't phase me. Boom, another place. Who's next? I'm having a great first lap. I hope you're enjoying, because I'm having fun. Alright, let's get past Sainz next. That's if I can catch him. Obviously, that's a slight edge to what we need to do here. Gasly might have a look here. Gasly's coming back at me here into turn 1. Oh, that's tight. But we made it through. But don't tell me he's crashed. Okay, I'm gonna flashback this. I'm confident that I gave him space. As we go in towards turn 1 then, let's see how much space he actually got. Let's see. Oh, there's enough space there. Shut your mouth. Yeah, I'm not exactly turning. That's a desperate one, mate. Sorry. I refuse to allow you the compensation. I've even lost the rear then on exit, trying to get back into it again. Never mind that we are surrounded by medium tyre runners though. I get the feeling someone's got damage here because I'm right on Sainz's tail. And I was about 9/10 back at the start of the lap, so I get the feeling someone's in trouble. Perez is the man that's holding everybody up. I'm still just sitting in this DRS train right now. I'm just able to hold on because they're braking so early into all the corners. And because they're not high-speed corners, it's not damaging this Williams car. Or the Williams car suffers in a high speed. This car is alright in low-speed corners. It's working nicely. Right, Stroll's going to go for the move here. I'm in the pit. There we go. We're in. I've just realised that my pit assist is all off. So I'm actually fortunate that I didn't get a drive-through then. Because I've just realised I had everything switched off. Look. Somehow. Fair enough. You know what? I was godsend then that. Alright, that's just like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Right, so we're going to have fresh mediums for the duration of a couple of laps here. So we need to make sure that those that go on the mediums now go on the hards and race, basically ruin their own race. Right, we've got lots of cars pitting from the mini-map. This is going to be a crucial stage of the race then, in terms of who we've managed to jump and if we can stick in the DRS train. But the problem we've got now is they're all going to be on soft tyres, so it's going to get very difficult for us. Let's find out where we are in all this. Behind Verstappen. Not wide. Stroll behind. Oh, he's got DRS as well for good measure. Not good. Do you know what? Be sensible. Let's let him pass. It's the smartest thing to do here. He's going to have so much more pace. I'll just see if I can try and just stick with him. Nah, here's the issue now. We're in 11th place. The points are there, but they're all on soft tyres now. Maybe actually doing what we did was the wrong call. They're going 3 wide though between Verstappen, Vettel and Stroll. I just don't... I couldn't have planned getting the good start that I did. Otherwise I would have matched all these guys on strategy. Oh well. I'm giving it a go. That's the main thing. Ooh. Sainz has rejoined behind us. So we are now in P10. But obviously, keeping Sainz behind me on fresh soft tyres. Not really realistic, is it? Unless these guys battle a lot and keep me in DRS. It's going to be a lost cause here fighting Sainz. But I'll fight all the way for this 1 point. That's a bit an audacious new Sainz. It's just... Actually, go on, take a position, I've got an idea. I have to give it a bit of a whack there. There we go. Now I'll have DRS on you. You want to play that game? We'll play the game. There we go. Now I'm in slipstream and DRS range. Now what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Here I come. Boom, open it up. Save my ERS so I don't have to use it. Bloody hell, it's close to the wall. There we go. All sorted. No issue. Oh, balls, I gave Sainz DRS, I forgot. He was far back at the... Sainz, man! Oh, bollocks, I've given Sainz DRS yet. I'll try and make the line as tight as possible. Make my car as close as I can to his. Fuck's sake. I'm diving it, I don't even care. All's fair in love and war in my case. No chance. he's going to have another run here. ERS deployed. Stick to the wall. Okay, we're fine. Right. We're going to have to be a little bit naughty on this last lap. But it's fine. Shut up, Jeff, right now. You can have the position, Science. I'm fine with that. There we go. Take the position. There we go. Hamilton wins. No, I'm slipstreaming you. Yeah, you harvest that energy. Now I'm blasting mine. And I have DRS on you too, buddy. Wrong move! I'll have P10 if you don't mind, mate. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Sayonara. Bam, let's go. Come on. That was very nice, actually. On merit, that's the best, I think, most competitive race we've had. We were really, really competitive there. We definitely picked the wrong strategy, though. We definitely should have done medium to soft, but I didn't know I could have had such a strong start like that and maintained the pace with them. So, all in all, though, I think we can be really, really satisfied with what we've done here today. Right, so having a look then at the race results, Hamilton beats Bottas to the line with Norris ahead of Ricciardo. Perez is next for Red Bull ahead of Leclerc, Stroll, Verstappen and Vettel. They were all really close to each other. Then it's ourselves in P10 ahead of Sainz, Alonso, Ocon, Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Gasly, Mazepin, Schumacher and then Russell. In terms of the overall pace though, if we have a look at it, on average, or in terms of best laps here, excuse me, we were like 0.6 of a second slower, or Stroll obviously is at 40.2, but yeah, about 0.6 of a second slower, which that's really, really encouraging, but we need to put it into perspective. Azerbaijan doesn't have high-speed corners. It's basically low-speed corners everywhere. Heavy braking zones, 90-degree turnings. That doesn't really affect me, and especially in the Williams as well. I had the setup nice and clean too, and we've got decent straight-line speed, so a bit of a fortunate circuit, should we say. One where we needed to capitalise on, and we kind of did, we kind of didn't. Drivers' Championship, Hamilton is still leading the way with Bottas in second, Norris up to third, Verstappen drops to fourth with Daniel Ricciardo, Perez and then myself in seventh, and we've got Vettel, Leclerc, Stroll, Gasly, Sainz, Tsunoda and Schumacher, and then obviously everyone else there in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes are still in front with McLaren now in front of Red Bull, Aston Martin fourth, we're in fifth ahead of Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Haas, and then Alpine and Alfa Romeo are the only ones there. So let's get back into the laptop. Alright, okay, so we actually get to pick a rival here. I'm sorry, I'm going to pick Mick Schumacher, I think. It's a sensible option. He's obviously in the Haas. Vettel is way too much for us at the moment anyway. So Mick Schumacher is a respectable rival there.
You're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
I mean, it's a team sport, so everyone puts in the effort.
Any comments about the collisions?
Yeah, your mum.
Appreciate your time.
No worries. Right, so we don't actually have much of a turnover before we head to the next race, but we did just get an upgrade go onto the car, and I'm pretty sure it was for the aerodynamics, and it was for the diffuser for additional strakes. So, what was that? Is that a rear downforce that just went onto the car? It was, yes. We've got a rear downforce upgrade, which is beautiful. We just need to keep ploughing on with more downforce, and we can do this one. What do they recommend in terms of upgrades? They're recommending a drag reduction for the redesigned brake ducts. But again, it's about when these upgrades come onto the car. So if I did it, it's not going to come until just before Austria. But it's a big upgrade on the car now. So we're getting to that stage, actually, where the upgrades are pretty big. But we're also getting towards some high-speed circuits. So in terms of the powertrain, we could do a crankshaft engine upgrade, I suppose. When would it arrive? Just before France? We might as well, just to get a bit of extra power going in. It's only 300 R&D points. Nothing we can really do on any other area, so we might as well go for some of that. In terms of the chassis, where are we on the chassis side of things? So we can do, what's that, weight reduction. So we could do an engine cover and get the weight reduction on. That would come just in time for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's an option. But then if we look at, if we look at the chassis, bloody hell, that's a big upgrade there. Look at that. That gets us right, I'm doing that straight away. We're going to put that right onto the car. Get that weight reduction on, and then we've got a lot of stuff in the works. It's actually just taking the time now just to get it all developed and get on the car. And then we can focus on maybe like one of these, like another rear downforce, like for the rear diffuser and things like that. If we did, ooh, it'd be a bit tight for coming into that, but we work on it at the time. So we'll move now into the end of, or simulate all of this
we'll
through
have
now.
the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Yeah, so for the next race now, we're going to have rear downforce. But if we have a look here, we've got plenty of stuff in development now. We've got an upgrade for the weight redistribution coming. We've got front downforce upgrade, a major upgrade. We've got a minor engine power upgrade coming in. And we've got a major weight reduction upgrade coming in. So we've got a lot working. It's just about bringing them onto the car. And you can see we're just still not able to close in. But promising signs ahead. If you have enjoyed this episode of my Road to Mercedes, drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Take care all. Peace.